I'll be alright.
You are?
Maybe.
Everything's fine.
So scared.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, where you join me where I'm still in France / Monaco and having the best time ever. And today you join me in the sun wearing a little bit of different attire, because today I am in my sort of natural habitat and I am racing a racing go-kart out here. Not actually racing sort of race, we're here sort of just doing some testing. My friend owns a go-kart and he was saying, would you like to go and take it out and let's have some fun. You may be aware, I own a racing go-kart myself in London, and this is pretty similar. The only kind of differences are it's got a front brake as well as a rear brake. Like I said on my channel a lot more racing is coming to it, and this just really keeps my eye in for when I'm going to be making my return to racing, and there is going to be more news on that shortly. I have sort of dropped a few hints on Instagram, etc. News to come shortly. So this is basically me training for that. Let me show you around the karting circuit and we'll see how this goes. It's going to be a lot of fun. I also got my rib protector on as well. And this is when the mayhem kind of begins. This is a general test day, so there's a lot of karts out on the circuit. Many different ones to be precise. And I will show you actually the different kinds of go-karts that are here. That is very cool. That's kind of a TKM go-kart, I believe. I don't think that's Rotax, but they are mega. And I'll show you the different kind. One over here actually. This one here is a gearbox go-kart, so you can see this go-kart has a gear shifter right on the front as well, so you change gear 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't even know how many gears it's actually got, but on the steering wheel here you can see it's also got a front brake. So this little device here is a front brake, so when you brake you hit both of them. And then here you've got a kind of totally different one. He's got paddle shift, so I think this is a paddle shift go-kart as well, or it's been sort of adapted to this gentleman, which is pretty mad. But the circuit which we're at, let's have a little look around the circuit where we are, and then you can actually see a little bit more of what is going on. So I have been to this circuit before, and it is amazing. The mountain just over there, you get the best view ever. It's not the most safe circuit, but it is wicked, and I will take you on an onboard lap of it as well. Obviously for me to be here and to get back racing, it's been my goal for ages, and it is finally happening. One thing I have been focusing a lot is my fitness, and this just keeps my eye on fitness wise, everything. I had to jump at the opportunity, I really did, because a race is coming up and it's not too far away. Let's have a look at this gentleman here as he comes in, braking all the way in, boom. He's absolutely on it, this guy. He is on it. Hello Tom.
Hi Archie.
Welcome to a go-karting circuit, and welcome to Archie Hamilton Racing.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Are you getting the go-kart?
We've tried getting in. We didn't film this bit. I tried getting in, but I'm just too big.
No.
I'm sick of hearing that.
No. Are you going to go karting, yes or no?
Well, unless they can find me a bigger go-kart, then no. So Diddy Kong Racing, that's not...
No, you're fine. You're fine. All you need to do is just go for a lap and see how you feel.
Yeah, I'll get in. I can't be bothered to film it though.
Okay, so you now join me on board the go-kart at this pretty crazy circuit. So I'm on one of my outlaps here, warming the go-kart up as much as I can. This fast right, just building it up basically on the power on the exit all the way out to the exit, braking for the hairpin, using the front brake just to get the nose in. You can use all the road on the exit as well. This left is flat on new tyres, but here I'm just having a little lift just because otherwise I get too much understeer, and then I bring the cart all the way to the left for this hairpin, using the front brake again to stop it. I power a lot earlier just to get the exit as much as possible, brake a bit earlier as well. Right left coming up, I just use the rear brake mainly just to get the nose in, and then through the left. And then all I think about here is the exit, so I'm just on the power straight on that curb, and then all the way out and onto the main straight. If you go in too fast, you'll just lose too much time. Going into the right, I'm just having a little lift. It can be flat, but you lose too much time. And then brake as late as possible with the front brake. You can see I'm all the way on the front brake, taking the inside curve through the right, all of it through the left, nearly clipping the wall. And then that is one lap, basically, of this ridiculous circuit. So I've just had a run, as you would have seen by the footage, in the go-kart, and it's good to be back. And I was going flat out really. I'm building myself back in, as you can hear the couple of the gearbox go-karts which are going out. And after 6 or 7 laps, I was pretty much knackered. And then I had another run after that, and I was better. So on days like this, it's amazing how much karting builds your fitness. So every single Formula 1 driver I know of they do karting. Basically, you could go to the gym all day long, but the muscles that you're working in your go-kart, they are specific to what you use when you are in a racing car. I hope that made sense. This is actually the exit of the pit lane, but there are a couple of quick boys which are going round, and it's good to see when you actually stand out and you can watch them. This kid, I think he's only like 8 years old. Can you believe it? 8 years old, and he's on it. Fair play. I hope my kid is doing exactly the same at 8 years old. This is a gearbox go-kart, so he'll be down the gears rapidly. I mean, that was nearly a shunt. And this is the go-kart which I am using today. This is a Cosmic go-kart, so this is a pretty mad bit of kit, as you can see. And this is what I have been driving around in. I'll talk to you about a few of the details of it, just so you can know exactly what I'm driving out here. So it's got a Rotax Max engine in it, lightweight pedals, etc. Runs pretty low on fuel. You don't want too much in there. This is roughly about the right kind of level that you'd run the fuel at. My go-kart doesn't have front brakes, so all of this leading up to the paddle there, I don't have any of that. Starting the engine is very simple. On, off, just there. On here you get all your lap time, so every single lap times your rev lights come up there and everything. Up, down, you name it. We are just pumping up some new tyres because we are going to go for a qualifying run at the end of the day, and these are just getting sort of pressured up, etc. for that. They're roughly 200 euros a set, but you get a much more time, roughly 3 seconds more on the slick tyres. Okay, so now you join me on a flying lap where I'm on new tyres, so everything is just happening a little bit more. There's a little bit more grip everywhere you go. As you can see, the kart is much more stable. Going into the hairpin, I can brake a little bit later than usual, and just powering earlier, basically. That's where the grip you get in the first couple of laps on new tyres. Here, I'm only lifting a tiny bit, maybe 5%. It's pretty much flat. Braking a little bit earlier here, but to get the exit, because there's more grip as you turn into the corner. There's just much more. As you can see, the dash is saying a 1.6 up. Make sure this right and left is really nice and tidy. Don't clip the wall on the inside, and also don't overdrive. I'm powering a lot earlier than before, as you can see, just because there just is that added grip in the medium speed corners. This right here, it's so nearly flat. All I'm doing is just a slight dab off the throttle just to get the nose in. Braking seriously late for the hairpin. I can do now just because there is much more grip, and then over the line, and that lap is much quicker than before. So I've just had my final run in the go-kart. At the moment, all the rental carts are coming out because it's the end of the day where I am. But basically what we did, we bolted on new tyres a little bit everywhere. We didn't need to push harder, didn't need to try harder. Keep doing the same things on new tyres and the time will come. If you overdrive on new tyres, you just go slower, and then the tyres that you've just bought, they're basically worth nothing, basically. And you've only got 3 laps to do it. The tyre peak, you have a couple of laps to warm them up, and then on sort of 3rd, 4th lap, that is your time to do it. If you miss the peak, the same goes into a car, on a race car on new tyres. If you miss the peak on the 3rd, 4th lap, you're going to be 2-3 tenths slower. The next lap, the next lap, the next lap. Tomorrow, what you're going to see is I'm getting on a private jet, and funnily enough, it's my birthday. So my friend has kind of given me a bit of a surprise for my birthday. I was going to kind of film all of karting, but then we only came for a couple of hours. I thought I'm going to put it all into one. Us getting on a jet, heading abroad to another country, and then another country. So that's when I'm next going to tune in with you all. So I'm going to leave the go-kart behind and head on my way. So you now join me kind of like the day after, or something like the day after, and we are heading on our way now to Basel. It's time to head on my way to Basel. And good news is it's my birthday. So this is all good news, isn't it? Pretty weird. Anyway, we're cracking up. I think the Vogue's great, and as a cruiser, it is very good with Lacey on the back. That's the owner's dog, but yeah, look at that. They are just absolute wafters. Brand new pretty much this is. Specced out they are. Pretty expensive, but a lot better than my SVR on fuel. This is not any plane which we're getting. We're getting a private jet. The owner of all these cool cars has thought, you know what, I'm going to fly on a private jet. It's a bit of a birthday surprise kind of thing. So that is pretty mad. So we go through the airport now, and you don't have to even go through the normal kind of part. You'll just sort of rush around the back to get on a jet, which is just the coolest thing ever. This is how we're walking into an airport. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Private aviation. Oh, is that the one we're going on? That's a global. My dad knows a lot about planes. He'll know what that is. Look at all this. This is chaos. We get... Okay, here we go. It is time. I don't know how much you can see. My lens on my camera is being a bit weird. But we are getting on the jet now, and we are heading to Geneva. Where are we going? Basel. Basel, that's where we're going. And we're going to show the plane. Tom's a little bit scared of flying, so How are we?
I'll be alright.
You are?
Maybe.
Everything's fine.
So scared.
I'm not sure how safe that one is. But this is our jet which we're going on, and the jet which he's given me as a little bit of a birthday treat to go on this for today, which is an amazing experience. Got taken in this car to the jet. We've skipped everything just to come down here, and I've honestly been in the airport for about a minute, and then we're in this car, and then this is the jet which we're getting on, which is an incredible experience, and we can get on when we want. The plane leaves when we want to leave, which is carnage. So you ready, mate? Breathe. And as you can see, here is where it all goes on. Our pilot is getting everything ready. Look at that. Look at all the gadgets in there. That is very cool. That looks incredible, doesn't it? Look at all of that. I wouldn't have a clue what I'm doing in there, but our pilot is at the helm and he knows exactly. We have a little water, everything else, very lovely seats. And here we go, everybody. Oh, we shut the door just like that. The panel in the roof there, pull that small panel in, pull the handle in, the entire window, and then exit out over the wing. Seatbelts must be worn for takeoff and landing. It's just like a normal car seatbelt there, just underneath you there. Yep. And then pull that lever down. We're off. Oh yes, this is so cool. Mid-flight and everything is going well. I just come to the front of the plane, so I'll have a little look. Look, I'm a bit fascinated by all the sort of buttons and everything which is going on in here. It's just really cool how they're just chilling, really, just chilling, flying the plane in autopilot, cruising along very nicely.
I've got to take a photo of myself on the jet.
Can I see the photo you've taken?
I mean, we can just have a,
Yeah. Right, we're just cruising along, and it's just such a nice experience with the jet engine stuff. You can hear the jet engines. It's just so nice. If you could travel like this every day, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. So we just got rushed through the airport, straight to Basel.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Need to make a few more videos, I think, though.
This sort of content which we're going to be filming coming up is not actually going to be on my channel. It's going to be on Tom's channel because he knows more about watches than I do. I don't know much about the whole watch
cars.
No, I don't know much. Why is the wing hanging off?
No.
Look what I've been lent for about 5 minutes before I give it back to its rightful owner. It's what is it, Tom?
Protect for the 5980.
Very rare. Discontinued.
Yep.
It's not been discontinued, my mistake, sorry, bye. There is a runway over there. We're coming into land. Lovely and smooth. Chaos. And we have made our destination, and how chilled that was. Going on that plane was just one of the coolest things I've ever done. Going on a private jet is just the best. It was just on the runway. Not on the runway, that'd be pretty dangerous. Door to door, it was like an hour or something like that. Our bags just coming out the back. It's just such an experience. I hope some of you guys at home one day get the chance to experience what I've just experienced, because I don't expect to ever go on things like this. So it's a massive occasion for me as well. What a time to enjoy my birthday. So go to Basel and then to Paris. It's all kicking off, it's incredible. We shall leave this plane right now and head on our way. So I've now made it to Paris, and that private jet was so cool. And I've actually just been at the Basel Watch Show, Basel World. Never been before. It was really cool to get up close with all those amazing watches. Tom is going to be featuring that all on his channel, but that's been mad. All those countries that I've done, and then arriving in Paris for the next 2 days, where I'm here with Huawei, and I've been given an absolutely epic, I got to stop saying absolutely, and I'm going to work on it, but a mental hotel room. So I'm here for the next 2 days, and after that it will be back to London, so roughly like a week on the road. But shall I show you my hotel room? Because I do like showing hotel rooms now and then. We have a very sort of funky sort of thing going on here, which is cool. And then we walk through. I've got myself a little mini bar and things like that, I believe, in here. I haven't actually looked in here. Should we look in the mini bar? It's always worth having a look in here. Oh, very nice. Look at this bathroom. This is cool as well, isn't it? It's been a mega week. A massive thank you to the guy who has looked after us very, very kindly. He knows who he is, and there is a big announcement which is going to be coming to my channel shortly in regards to racing and a seat racing. there's going to be a big announcement. So leave your guesses down below if you think you can guess what is just about to be announced on my channel. Oh, I cannot wait, I cannot wait. Anyway, I will round this video off there. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all very soon. Oh yeah, it's my birthday, so I might have a few drinks tonight as well. See you later.